Hey love, start 24, how are you? Hey, hey, hey. Hey Desiree. How are you? I'm in the new spot. Let me get it together. Oh, you're doing great. Good. Today is the relaxing show of Q&A. Strap your questions. Hey Maria. How are you? Welcome to the relaxing show. I'm in the new spot. Let me I'll show you guys a tour. I have to disinfect. Hey sweetheart. 92. How are you doing, my dear? Thank you for the hearts. You see how the Wi-Fi is popping? Your girl upgraded. Okay. So I want to show you guys the new place. Some questions I would do after this video. Sounds good. If you have questions, just drop them. I can answer them for you right now. That's why I'm on here. All right. Okay, so yeah, you guys can drop questions. Feel free. Today's Q&A. Drop questions. I'm going to show you a tour though. Here, let me flip it around and then I'll answer questions. All right, so this is so cute. This is where we keep our licenses, and then just like regular state board stuff. Mirror. I didn't have a mirror in my last one. This is cute. Oh shoot, I'm not trying to make it fall. Here is the tea section. I just posted this. I think this is just so cute, and this little tea thing is adorable. From any parts of the body, I have problems with that. That's a good question. I'm glad you posted it. So that is what I work on. So, okay, let me sit down and answer this question, and I'll continue the tour. So how do you suggest we keep ingrown hairs from any parts of our body? I have some problems with that. Okay, so I have a few options because that is what I really focus on is ingrowns, with helping my clients with ingrowns. I actually had one client today. We have significantly helped with her ingrowns and how long-term is waxing and what kind of shavers would you use for all areas of the body. All right. So if you are struggling with ingrowns, you may need to move into waxing. Waxing, the long-term part of it is that it will thin out your hair over time. But you will need to be consistent with it. It's something that, you will have to continue to do. So that's one thing. If you are struggling with ingrowns, I have seen people really, fix their ingrowns with waxing or minimize them. That's what happened with me. I had like cystic ingrowns, and waxing really helped it a lot, and then I turned a whole career out of this whole thing. That's the first part. If you're getting ingrowns, let's just start with the whole body. So say you're getting ingrowns on your legs. I talk about using the Tree Hut scrub. Tree Hut's a good scrub. Or you can find any scrub that you really like, but that's been a really good one. I really like recommending that one because it's not oily. So it's not like slippery in the shower. Clients who've had really bad ingrowns on their legs, they have started waxing consistently every 3 to 4 weeks, and that's helped the ingrowns go down. Hey Paola, welcome to the Waxing Show. Hey girl, hi. That has helped them with their ingrowns going consistently, but also using the scrub. And one thing that if you really get them bad on your legs, you can do with the scrub is you can dry scrub. So doing it right before you get in the shower. When I have my clients do that and they really struggle with the legs, that significantly helps them. So that's for the legs. for the bikini / Brazilian, I have so many things that can help you with ingrowns. First of all, I would stop shaving your bikini Brazilian area. If you are really prone to them, shaving is just going to make it worse. Shaving causes little cuts in the skin, so that's already causing a problem. And then if you're prone to them, it's not helping. I'm just checking the time because I do have a client coming up and I have to clean this before she comes in. So stop shaving your Brazilian area. That's the first thing. Then start doing practices of cleansing right after you cleansing right after you work out. Another thing is sleeping with no underwear. That's going to help a lot with your bikini Brazilian area. Then you need to, I have the acne ingrown pads that have really, hey Steam Lounge Spa, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, that have helped so many of my clients with their ingrowns. And one girl just actually posted a review on my last picture that I posted on Instagram of the pads. She posted how they helped. A lot of my clients have seen significant difference. But here's why. Here's the reason why it's helped. Because I like to talk about like ingredients and stuff. Is because my pads have lactic, salicylic, and glycolic acid to exfoliate the area. You have to decide. If you come in, I'll help you decide. But you'll have to decide how often you need to use it. Especially if you're really prone to ingrowns. Hey Melissa. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. But using it consistently is going to help because the lactic acid is going to exfoliate and moisturize the skin. I talked about lactic acid on Tuesday because it was product highlight. That video is up on YouTube at 3B Waxing, where I go into lactic acid. And then I also go into salicylic acid on YouTube, so you can check both those out. But salicylic, it dissolves the bacteria in there. So sometimes ingrowns have that bacteria. So it's going to help with that. And then the glycolic eats away at the top dead skin cells. So the hairs that are trying to get through, if you have curly hair or if your hair just won't break through, it's going to help eat away at the top of the skin. So that way the hair will get through. So that's how the pads help with ingrowns. So you need to start waxing consistently. If they're really bad, I would say every 3 weeks. And you want to find somebody, like if you're not in California and you can't come to me, or if you're not in Arizona and can't come to me, I would say if you're in Vegas, talk to me though, because your girl may be going there often and I may take some clients, but that's just a side note. But then what you need to do is, so you need to stop shaving, use the pads, start waxing. Oh, but you want to make sure that they use hard wax, because if you're getting in really bad ingrowns, then you are probably, have some sensitive skin. And that's why the pads are good, because they're good for sensitive skin. But you want to make sure, you do want to go to somebody who uses hard wax and goes the direction of your hair. I'm just really good. Because I have curly hair myself, and I've had a lot of clients that I've helped with really curly, tight hair. You know what I'm talking about? I have naturally really tight hair. Hey, Cali girl, for sure. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I'm just good at waxing that kind of hair. So find someone who is good if you can't come to me. Then let's work our way. So the advice I gave for the Brazilian is good for your stomach area, your underarms. Waxing is going to help with them. I know you mentioned finding a shaver, but if you can get away from shaving, that's going to be the best. I know if you're working your way up to waxing, getting an electric shaver can help, and not fully, shaving up to the skin. Then your face. So you could use the pads on your face. You do have to wear sunscreen though if you are using them on your face, because when you exfoliate, you're getting new skin, and you don't want that new skin to get discoloration from the sun. So if you're working on dark spots, you could use the pads, but you have to wear sunscreen or you're just going to get more dark spots. So that's going to help with your ingrowns. I see a lot of times people get ingrowns on their chin. I get them too if I don't stay on top of exfoliating. Waxing does help. I do full face waxing on people who have ingrowns, and it's helped tremendously. So those are, I hope that answers your question. I'm going to go through the other questions, but Lover Star, I hope that helps answer your question. Let me just look at your question again. I use that to keep ingrowns. That's going to help, but really cleansing right after you work out, if you sweat, it's another thing. And then having the right product, using chemical exfoliants. Definitely check out those 2 videos I talked about on YouTube, the lactic acid and then the salicylic acid, because those are going to talk about ingredients, because those are the ingredients you really want to look at. And glycolic. I haven't made the glycolic video yet. That's next week. And then I think if you are really struggling, especially with the Brazilian and the underarms, look into getting the exfoliating pads, the acne and ingrown pads that I have. They're sold out right now. You can DM me and I can send you the wait list for when they come in stock. I also have a video on there about just like why I got into them. I know I talked about it a little bit, but that way you can like see if it's will be good for you. But from what you're saying, it sounds like it'll be good for you. The next question, have skin molds in private area? I'm thinking that means moles. Area as well as underarm, stomach, back. Will it be okay to get wax on my pocketbook? So I think, let me clear up the question if I don't answer it, but I think you're saying like moles. You meant moles. I wax over moles, skin tags. Will it be okay to get a wax on my pocketbook? I don't really know what you mean by pocketbook. That may be something I just don't know. But I do wax on people's moles and skin tags, and it's been fine. But clear up your question if oh yeah, moles. Okay, yeah, you should be good. I would do hard wax like I was telling her. Now I'm gonna clean up this wax pad while I'm answering questions. So this is the wax pad I'm now using, and I'm going to disinfect it before my next client. But yeah, you should be good. I would, when you get wax, get hard wax, because hard wax is gentle on the skin. And so if you like nervous about like, oh, you know, I'm afraid of a mole coming off or that kind of thing, do hard wax. Hard wax, hard wax, hard wax. I need something to wipe this down with. Okay, let me look at other questions. Good questions. Any tips for where to start with getting the ingrown wipes for retail? Any tips for yeah, so I used to have a product line book. I think you've been following me since then. I think I'm answering a question. Any tips for where to start with getting the ingrown wipes for retail? So I used to have the product book, and I used to help other estheticians, you know, because I would give out that information of where I got them. Then I switched labs, and personally for me, I was just like, I want to teach estheticians on how to do their own research and how to like do that whole process on their own. But good news, I did get somebody yesterday who bought the book. They just now started their exfoliating pad journey. They're not the same ones that I have, but they just started retailing theirs. They're about to be out on their shelves. I'm gonna post a review, but they told me not to show their name because they want to work in silence, and I totally understand that. Because they're coming out with, they're kind of being surprising their audience with their pads. But one thing I would do, so I do have tips. I also have a video that I created, so I'll talk about some tips, and then I'll start going to trade shows and doing research and figuring out what ingredients you want. So when I started my pads, I knew that I wanted salicylic, glycolic, and salicylic, glycolic, and lactic, because I had seen pads, but they didn't have lactic acid, and a lot of my clients needed lactic acid because lactic acid helps with hyperpigmentation. So a good thing is to know what your figure out what your clients need. Like, will your clients even be like wipes? So start doing a survey on that, and then start the research process of talking with labs and reaching out to them and seeing what they offer, and take the information that you gain from your clients when you survey them and your knowledge from ingredients to the lab. I do have the video, so I did discontinue that book, but I have this video that I created with steps. The video is like a precursor before I have a full-on program, because I am going to have a program. That is one thing I am going to do, but it takes time. But I do have a video, so this may be for you, but I'll talk about it real quick, because I do have to go. She's going to come here soon. The video has a bunch of steps. It's 10 steps on where to start. So the first thing I talk about in the video, I believe the first thing is, it may be the first or second, was figure out ingredients, like I said to you. Figure out what your clients are wanting. I basically go through each step of what I did. And so one of the steps is researching, and research anywhere, online, go to conferences, find out what, like, I don't give out my new lab anymore, or any of the labs anymore, but there are other people who are willing to give you their information if you like what they're selling. Like, for a time I was selling the ebook that had the information, so somebody who just started, they may be selling their information or offer it to you. Also, like, looking at other products and seeing like where they're manufactured, and then reaching out to those manufacturers. That's another way to do it. There's so many ways to research, but if you are like, okay, I just need to know the steps on how to do this successfully, I give the steps of how I did everything in a video. And I've been offering it for $20.20 since I just came out with it in February. So you can DM me for that, because I don't have it set up or anything, like on my website. But I am going to go up in the price as it's been getting popular and popular. So I hope that answers your question. You said, any advice for a new esthetician starting out? I'm slowly getting to all these things, so yeah, Maria, thanks for the hearts. Maria, moles, you can even, yeah, if you have moles on your private area, Brazilian area, but anything, you can get wax over it. Any advice? So I have tons of advice. So you definitely need to, for Sweetheart, you definitely need to grab my 20 ways to be the best at your job after esthetician school. That ebook is gonna like help you a lot, just because it's everything that helped me in my jobs. Information still helps me now, but it's what I did to succeed in my jobs at my esthetician jobs, and then on my own. And then come here on Wednesdays. I've been doing on Wednesdays I do esthetician education. My lives are on Wednesday for estheticians, but advice for starting out is start waxing, or whatever your specialty is, facials, people that you did in school. Like, I don't know if you're out of school or in school, but if you're in school, start building that clientele. I was just getting my makeup done by a girl who is in cosmetology school, and she's already building her client. I was like, that's perfect. Like, because, you know, you'll already start building your books before you're even out. But that, I'm thinking of the ebook I have, the 20 ways to be your best at your job after esthetician school. You will benefit from that. It's on 3bwaxing.com, or you could click the link in the bio and find it. Either way, if you look around on my website, you'll find it. Because I can't really think of it right now, because I know this girl is about to come in. But it's only $19.99, and it has good information that will really help you out. But mainly start building your clientele right now, and start doing your family and friends even if it's low cost and you just started out, start doing them. Because one, they'll tip you, you'll get good money, because I used to wax people in the dorms, and then you'll gain experience, because the more you do it, better. That was great. Do you suggest any specific electric shavers for bikini area? Specifically, I did see one that, I don't know the brand of it. I saw one yesterday when I used to use it back in the day, and I don't know the name of it, but it's small. It's like shaped like a U, and the top it's like shaped like this, and it's small, and that one was a good one, but I don't know the name of it. Vivian, welcome to the waxing show. What do you recommend for facial hair? Waxing for sure. Amber, welcome to the 3B Waxing show. Maria said thank you, have a great day. You are welcome. Thank you. Hey, Wake Up Makeup, you're welcome, Desiree. And then Stay Grown, welcome to the Waxing Show. So, good questions. I have a client right now, so I'm gonna get off of here. Thanks for joining. I will be on tomorrow. I do the 3B Waxing Show Tuesday through Friday. Tuesdays are product highlight. Wednesdays are esthetician education. Thursdays are Q&A. And then Fridays are about waxing. Tomorrow we're going to talk about hair growth cycles. So we'll be on, I don't know what time, because my whole day is just full. I'm booked. And I got a lot going on, but I'll figure out a time. If you want to know when I go live, get on one of my email lists. If you grab any of the freebies, if you click the link in the bio, you will get, you'll be on my email list for when I go live. I try to email. I didn't email today because your girl is just booked. What can you do? But yeah, so thank you. You guys have a blessed day, and I will talk to you and see you tomorrow.